Hey, what's up, neighbors? Welcome to the Big Idea Campus weekly lesson video to prepare you for the second week of October. Now, most of you are in school, and matter of fact, a lot of you are even starting back to school this week. So I'm so excited that you're going to see your friends, you're going to see your teachers, your counselors, your principals, everyone in the school that loves you. And I'm just thrilled that this day has come. And I've been thinking about you, praying for you, that this week would be ultimately incredible for you. So, I'm not sure if you remember, my name's Jeremy, and every week we come together and we talk about big idea values. And what's a value, you might ask? Well, a value is something that starts inside of you and it grows, becomes an action that can actually change the world around you. And every month we talk about different values. And for the month of October, we're talking about the value integrity. And integrity is choosing to be truthful in whatever you say or do. Choosing to be truthful. We're going to look at a lot of things today that talks about integrity. And I told you that we would get to this last week. Every month we have a specific animal that we talk about that demonstrates a little bit about our value. And today I'm going to read you a little bit about the ant. Why are we talking about ants? What do ants have to do with integrity? Let's read this together. Have you ever watched a trail of ants making their way from point A to point B? Sometimes one ant stops to interact with another, or they all seem to be playing follow the leader. How do they know where to go? There are more than 12,000 species of ants, but all kinds of masters of communication. They've had millions of years of practice. There have been ants around a long time. Ants make a special scent, chemicals called pheromones. They're left on the trails leading to and from to their nests. Their antennas have organs for touching and smelling. Each colony has its own smell, and ants recognize fellow members. They can even figure out another ant's rank in the colony by its scent, by its smell. Several years ago, scientists studied some ants native to Europe and Asia, and they found that they use sound to communicate as well. An ant drags its hind leg across a spike on its abdomen, making a noise. Researchers think this might be used in emergency situations as kind of an alarm, like ring the alarm, make that noise, alert people, something's going down. Among other amazing abilities, an ant is able to carry many times its own weight. Speaking of weight, if you took all the humans in the world and put them on one side hanging on a scale and put all the ants on the others, the ants would almost weigh as much as the people. How about that? Ants weigh, that's a lot of ants, right? Because they're tiny, but there's a lot of them. They're very social. Scientists have discovered that even if ant nests undergo a big change, resulting in a more distance between individuals, they still keep up the same levels of communication. Ants like to talk. Because ants like to talk, we have to imagine that they're honest with each other. Their survival depends on it. So why is an ant linked to integrity? Because they do amazing things and they communicate amazingly about it. Good job, ants. I want to show you something crazy here in a second. Because we're talking about integrity, we're talking about telling the truth. I'm going to show you a 2-minute video about somebody who pretended they were blind. And they pulled out a $50 bill and they asked for change for a $5 bill. They're trying to see if the people are honest. Let's look together and see what happens.
Hello? 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 Oh. Sorry, do you have change for a $5 note?
A man pretended to be blind on a street in Australia to see if strangers would take advantage of a disabled man asking for change in a shocking social experiment.
Excuse me, do you have change for a $5 bill?
Yeah.
That's the 5?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I really,
Right.
yeah. I'll just count it.
Adrian Gruska wore dark glasses and held a cane. He asked passerbyers if they had change for a $5 before presenting them with a $50 note instead. The results were jaw-dropping.
Do you have change for a $5 note?
Yeah, I'll look for you.
All right. That was my 5, yeah?
Yeah, of course it was.
Okay.
No, don't. Sorry, man. There you go.
Adrian told Inside Edition that he didn't think he'd actually capture somebody stealing the 50, but when multiple people started to take money from him, he was speechless.
Buddy. I'm not actually blind, man. I want my 50 back, so what are you doing? Be honest next time, man.
He then began confronting them, revealing that he wasn't blind.
I don't have the right change, mate, but like, you got to get it right. That's your 50.
But not everybody tried to swipe the money. Some were quick to point out his error.
I hate to tell you, but that's a $50 note, mate.
That's not a $5 bill. That's 50.
Oh,
You've
it's
given me
my
50.
50.
Yeah, that's the 5 and that one's the 50.
Okay.
Adrian told us he hopes the experiment will change how people think. Be sure to watch Inside Edition.
Well, that's weird, huh? What do you think about that? Did you get upset that somebody would take advantage of somebody? Do you get upset that somebody would take advantage of somebody with disabilities? Understand. I do too. But let's be honest. Have we tried to take advantage of other people with lies? So I wrote down some questions. Have you ever been caught up in a lie? Maybe you told just a simple lie because you just made a dumb mistake and you didn't want to get caught. Maybe it was about your homework. Maybe you just didn't want to admit that you forgot about something. Sometimes we tell lies. And you know what? That doesn't make you a bad person. We all have told lies. It makes you like everyone else. We've all done that. Sometimes we tell a lie, and because we're ashamed of it, we tell another lie. And then we don't want to get caught, and we tell another lie. And it just starts to build up this mountain of lies, and that is not healthy at all. And like that video, maybe somebody sees it from the outside looking in, and they know the truth, and they know that what's going on isn't the truth. I hope that everyone here, these neighbors watching this, that we're friends here, guys. We're learning about integrity, choosing to be honest with whatever we say or do. So think about that video. You get upset when you see someone take advantage of somebody by being dishonest. But we've got our role to play too. Hey, let's look at this week's worksheet. There's our answer over there. Integrity, choosing to be truthful in whatever you say or do. Think about this quote for a minute. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Good job, Mark Twain, because if you tell a lie, you have to remember it. You have to remember who you told. Describe integrity as if someone had never heard the word before. Maybe you have a little brother or a little sister, and you know, you're learning your big idea value of the month. You want to know it. How would you explain it to somebody else? Look at that to top middle. Is it ever okay to tell a lie? Now, this is that $1 million question, right? Do you tell somebody they look horrible in that outfit if they ask, hey, do I look good in these pants? Yep. What do you do? Maybe it's always the right time to do the right thing. Maybe, I know I say that a lot. It's one of my favorite things. I believe it. Maybe it is always the right time to do the right thing, and maybe we don't lie about anything. Maybe we just say, hey, maybe that's not the best outfit you have in your closet or your home or anywhere. I don't know. Maybe it's not the best to lie. Draw a picture of what you could do when you get upset at someone. Think about that video. What do you do when you get mad at someone? When you know that there is a wrong committed, how do you handle that? What do you do with that mad that you feel? Because that's very important. How we handle, how we process, how we filter anger, even if it's good anger. I would say that taking up for people that have been taken advantage of is a good anger. it makes sense because you want what's right. But what do you do with that? What do you do with that anger? Look over here at how I feel today. This is honest. I think this is a good thing for us to do, honest every day. For integrity's sake, I think it's great. Maybe more than once a day, it's good for us to measure and register and compute in our heads. Man, how am I feeling right now? I woke up feeling good, but as the day went on, I got annoyed, and then I got angry. It's good to know that. It's good to know yourself in such a way that hey, I'm agitated right now. I don't think it's good for me to go be around other people that are doing weird stuff. If I get really upset and get angry, it's probably not the right time for me to go teach somebody how to drive a car. Why? Because my defense mechanisms are up. I'm going to get agitated more quickly. I'm just saying, there's right times for things, and it's always the right time to do the right thing. But if you're in that wrong mood, be aware of that. I want to look real quick at our hero, Mr. Fred Rogers. He would always tell us to be cautious with the way that we feel, with our anger. And he would say this: there is one thing in this world that evil cannot stand. It's forgiveness. So I want you to think about all those times that you've been mad at somebody, or maybe think about the times that people have been mad at you. Maybe it was a long time ago. Maybe, if you're like me, the worst person to get mad at is yourself. And you're the hardest person on yourself. You get so angry when you do the wrong things. You get so upset because you know you did the wrong thing. You know you made the bad choice. And you're disappointed in yourself. If there's one thing that evil can't stand, and that's forgiveness, maybe it's time to forgive yourself for that. Maybe integrity is being honest and truthful. Maybe it's being forgiving. Maybe that's a true sign. So what will you do with that? Hey, this week, listen, I want you to know we can connect in a lot of ways. We got the Instagram, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I want you to know, if you ever feel like there's no one you can talk to, I'm here. I'd love to be your neighbor to talk to you, because I know life gets real. I was thinking back today about some of the times that I've told lies in my life so I wouldn't get in more trouble. And it ended up being the reverse. I ended up getting in way more trouble because I lied about it. Sometimes just owning up to what I did should have been the right thing to do. But I felt alone. And I want you to know, if you feel alone, you don't have to. Contact me, the Big Idea Camp, on all those social media. I'd love to just talk to you and let you know that, guess what? We may do the wrong thing, but that doesn't mean you're a wrong person. We just make wrong choices. But forgiveness is a big thing. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and then you will be a person of integrity. Hey, work it out this week. Work this out in your life. Show integrity. Let's be better tomorrow than we were today with it. Matter of fact, a week from now, let's be even grow stronger in it. And a year from now, we'll be way stronger in our integrity. What do you think about that? Let's do that together, okay? Guys, have a great week. I'll see you next weekend. Enjoy school. Enjoy seeing your friends. I don't know if you're going to be allowed to give them high fives or hugs or elbow bumps or thumbs up, but I want you to know you belong with your friends and your friends belong around you. So know this truth: you are loved, and you have that capacity to love others. So use the integrity that we've been talking about. Choose to be truthful with whatever you say, whatever you do. In all your situations, have integrity, show integrity, and that way other people will know that they are loved too. Hey, I'll see you next week, guys. Have a good one.